Hey there, welcome back. I hope you've enjoyed the last 3 weeks, and now as we come into the fourth week in our character Abraham, we're going to really just wrap up the why. You know, we've done a little bit of the who, and we've done a little bit of the what and the where, but now let's talk about the why. You know, it's interesting that God doesn't ask us to do anything that doesn't have a purpose. God wants us to step out or do something that makes no sense to us, but it's for an end result. And I want to just bring this all in full circle. And Abraham was, in week 1, he was asked to leave his father's land, and he wasn't to delay. And then the next thing he was called to do is have faith and trust in God and go to unfamiliar places. And then when God gets him to this unfamiliar land and has Abraham full of faith, he now says, kill your son. Well, you know, that doesn't make any sense. But what we see in the following verses of that sacrifice on Mount Moriah is we see that God walked him into the blessing. The blessing is that I will make you a great nation. I will make your name great. I will bless your seed, and it will be an awesome thing. Your name will be known across the world. And I want you to understand something. God positioned Abraham through his obedience to receive bigger blessing in his life, to receive a stretching and to cause him to walk in the plan and the purpose of God's life. I just want to minister to your spirit for a minute and let you know that God will never ask you to do anything for nothing. He will never put you out there just so he can laugh at you or just so he can wonder, would you do it? But God has a purpose for everything that he requires from you. God wants to position you, and I believe this year more than ever, he wants to position you to be a blessing to people. He wants to bless you so you can be a blessing. He wants you to fulfill your God-ordained purpose and destiny so that you can be a light in a dark world. You know, Abraham, he is an outstanding character. Why? Because he shows us faith, he shows us obedience, and he shows us humanity. Because there are moments in time where he just can't quite get his head around what God is asking him to do, but he does it anyhow. He always responds positively to the instruction that God has for him. The instructions that you choose to follow determine the future that you will create. God is going to instruct you and guide you and ask you to do things. And I want you to be like Abraham and trust, have faith, and believe in God. I hope you've enjoyed this 4 weeks of Abraham, and we'll see you next week.